We got the mascot involved.
Great job by the
Great way to
Gorilla
end it.
of Gregory cheerleaders. How about that? Welcome to our final Football Friday show on a Saturday this time. I'm Mark Ovenden. He's Zach Borg. It was an exciting day and night tonight.
No kidding, a lot of sports. Every spot in the finals was on the line, and we have results brought to you by the Fun Zone at Pizza Ranch on 41st Street here in Sioux Falls.
All right, we start with the best game on paper. Huge rivals in Class 11A. 12-time champion West Central at Dell Rapids in what figured to be a dandy, and it was. First quarter, first drive, 6-minute drive. Josh Metler bounces in for the touchdown at 7-0 West Central. Warriors go to the air. Chase Nelson in stride to Bo Carpenter at 7-7, and we're just getting warmed up. Jim Utek, perhaps his final game after 47 years. He makes the right call here.
We're combining years and his years.
For the touchdown. It's 14-7 now in favor of the Trojans. Still second quarter, Keegan Hemingway barrels in. We're tied up at 14-14 at halftime, and it stays that way until the final 2 minutes of the game. Watch what happens here on 3rd and goal. Nelson to Riley Schmidt, who called this play. He was open, scores your what turned out to be game-winning touchdown, 21-14. But West Central, with no time on the clock, gets one more play after a pass interference. They get it to the 2-yard line. Not quite enough. Your final in a thriller, 21-14. I felt like I witnessed a heavyweight bout, and even Steve HANSEN agreed.
But, you know, I think when you get two good programs like this together, I think that is what you're going to get, and it is what people were expecting, and I think they got their money's worth.
Well, top-ranked Madison hosting Hot Springs with the other spot in the title game at stake, and this one was never really that close. Brody Fredrickson makes a couple guys miss.
Nice move.
And see you later. Another nice move at the end there. 37 yards. He finished with 172 yards rushing. They got a lot of weapons up in Madison. Next Bulldog drive. Mitch Hansen airs it out. Did I say they have a lot of weapons?
Yep.
They got a lot of weapons. Mason Hemmer stretches for the 40-yard score. It's 14-0. Bulldogs go back to Fredrickson on the ground for a short touchdown. 21-0. Are you sensing a theme here, Mark? Early in the second quarter, Hansen pulls it down, makes the cut, and takes it 16 yards. He had 124 yards on the ground. Madison cruises to the title game, 42-8.
I'm excited about this one. It's going to be Madison against Dell Rapids. Both teams winning tonight. That game up in Dell Rapids was a classic. Now, the top-ranked Trojans of Parkston were at home tonight against undefeated McCook Central Montrose for a spot in the 11A or 11B championship game. There's David Voorhees around the edge into the end zone at 7-0 in favor of the home team. Now, the Cougars' Kyler Hansen rolls out looking for a receiver. Oh, he quickly throws. His arm got hit.
That's seldom ever
Brady Reef picks it off. And he is tough to bring down, by the way. Then it's going to be Miles Semler with the big hit to get into the end zone. There he is. Boom! Wow. Next time, just let him go. The cheerleaders getting to do push-ups for every touchdown scored, and they got to do quite a few. There's Semler again, bouncing outside, gets to the pylon. They win 34-6. Your final, they will face St. Thomas More. That game just over. Cavs beat Groton 38-7.
Well, the Gorillas of Gregory hosted Deuel in the Class 9 AA. With a perfect record on the line, the Cardinals came in with just one loss. In the first quarter, Lance Eide breaks off a 24-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion good. It's 8-0 Deuel thinking upset. But here comes Gregory. The Gorillas, Jonah Beck, 5-yard touchdown run. That makes it 8-6. They go for 2 in the tie. Kurt Braun tossing it up. Gavin Thomas eventually. Nice run in there, though, by Braun. Coming down with it. That ties things at 8. Then in the second quarter, Gregory starts to pull away. Kurt Braun again going to hook up with Thomas for a long 66-yard touchdown pass. That'd be the go-ahead score. They wouldn't need any more. Gregory takes it 31-8.
And Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central, a shutout of Kimball White Lake. Those two teams will play in the title game. On to Class 9A and 4 unbeatens headed by the top-ranked Howard and Luke Loudenberg show. Alcester-Hudson's Cubs came to town with a perfect record. They would leave without a perfect record. It's Jordan Cooley there hauling in the 17-yard touchdown pass, and then it's Loudenberg, number 23. He had.
Oh, Justin Wolf, don't
look at
forget.
the cutback. Look at the cutback again. Oh, he is just so. Look at the cutback again. I hadn't even seen these. I'm reacting to what you're seeing. That was incredible. It was like a ping pong. He was just bouncing off the sidewalls there. Now, Alcester-Hudson scores here on this Grant Johnson to Samuel Jensen touchdown pass, but Loudenberg had 287 yards and 6 touchdowns as they go on to win 58-6. They'll play Woolsey Washington in the matchup we had kind of hoped for. That's going to be a great game as the Warbirds win 42-6.
Faulkton scored 62 on Monday against Avon. Tonight they were in Canistota against the Hawks, who are a solid defensive team. On the first drive for the Trojans, Darren Weisler gets in for the touchdown. It's 8-0. Canistota comes right back. Jacob Buseman on the draw play scores the touchdown. They get the 2 and tie it up at 8. But Faulkton, this was their day. They open a big lead. Yeah. Kurt Beedler to Cole Balloon. This makes it 30-14. They were upsetting the top seed, and that's all they would need as Faulkton goes on to get the victory, 44-32.
And Hamlin behind Brody Grantham's 22 carries for 287 yards and 5 touchdowns. Almost blanks the Ranchers of Harding County, 38-6 your final. On to the Minnesota playoffs with a high-flying Dutchman of Edgerton Ellsworth. Went back to Marshall looking for more magic in the 9-man ranks. They wouldn't need magic today. Tyler Karash heads into the end zone. 8-0 Dutchman just getting started. They won in the final minute in their last game. Today, they wouldn't need that. Ashton Roshkamp scores at 16-0. And then the Trevor Van Dyke show gets started with a counter. 16 carries, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns. They go on to win 58-18.
The high-powered Vikings of Minnesota Lincoln High have been steamrolling opponents all year. Today, New Ulm tried to stop them.
They couldn't.
Good luck with that. Garen Hennon, he was doing stuff. 9-yard touchdown run. This guy was great last week, too. He picked up where he left off. Second quarter, 4th and 1. Guess who they give it to? Pretty good call. Do you think that's a good call to give it to Hennon?
He's got another touchdown.
Just a bit. Still in the second quarter, Minneota's Alex Pullen says, you know what, I want to throw a little bit. And he's rewarded. Dylan Toll, great catch, great adjustment. 21-0 was the halftime score. No problem for Minneota, 27-0. In Alexandria, Minnesota, Dawson-Boyd trying to avenge last year's state title game loss and end Mahnomen's 39-game win streak. That's Carson Lindblad with a touchdown run. It is Jess Hansen to Hunter Olson. Who was the last team to beat Mahnomen, Mark?
Dawson-Boyd's Blackjacks.
I know that because you told me, and Dawson-Boyd beat him again. The final score in this one, as we take a look at your board, it's actually 34-20. 34-20 was the final.
There's your Minneota Lincoln High score, 27-0. Pipestone beats Norwood Young, 30-28. A thriller for the Arrows.
They waited 30 years and they scored 30 points.
Last time in the state tournament was 1980. And there's your Flying Dutchman winning 58-18. That's a look at our football Friday and Saturday. High school stuff. More sports
Very
next.
last one. Great year.